Hello, everybody. So, just decided I'd do a stream today for absolutely no purpose other than I got about an hour to waste. Yesterday I did an NGC box opening video, and I can't say I was all that happy with how it turned out. First time with the setup that way. Going to be changing things because that didn't turn out to make me the happiest. I wasn't able to show the coins off kind of like I would have preferred to. So today, all I'm going to be doing is showing stuff off on my microscope. So if you saw the thumbnail when you clicked on, since I see there's a couple of you here, let me see if I can get the. Let's get the coins. Here's the first one. This is the one I used for the thumbnail. Um, Come on, you. Did you freeze on me? Of course it did. Oh, it'll catch up, hopefully. Or not. See if I can get it to stop doing what it's doing. But I wanted to be able to show these off a little bit better. So I figured I'd show them all under the microscope a little bit. Do kind of the same talk, hopefully, as yesterday. Oh, wrong ones. There we go. Those lights are supposed to be on. And it's supposed to be a little brighter. Boop. There we go. All right. So, and then we'll make it a little larger. So this one, like I had said yesterday, I got this one at the store. It came in kind of a large collection with a box of stuff. And I think the boss man thought it was just a penny that was cut in half. Haha, I said penny. That it was just a cent cut in half. But in the end, it turned out to be a lot better than I thought. It came back mint state 64 red brown, and it was a double error because they marked it as broad struck on scrap planchet. So, and then they even gave it a weight of 0.94 grams. So it doesn't even weigh 1 gram. It's actually super thin, super thin. So that's actually what's kind of cool. What's the coolest about it is I do like when there's multi errors, different things wrong with the coins. Just gives a little extra something something to them. So this one was nice because of that. How's it going, David? Nice to see you. I figured I was going to put this out here, just show off the coins that I did for the NGC opening yesterday a little bit better, and then I'll turn it over and show the reverse. I'm probably making my computer mad today for some reason. Not 100% sure why this is all that's running, but and the reverse is kind of nice too. Am I 2 in, 2 out? And as you can see, right where it says at the end of e pluribus, the US at the very top, there's a little cutout. NGC, if they don't have something that fits properly, they'll customize something. So this is probably like maybe a silver 3-cent piece or a half dime holder. And they got it to fit in, but they had to do a little cutout. So NGC is good about that, making sure that things fit in their holders however they need to, even if they have to do odd little cutouts like that. So that's always one of the nicer things about NGC is they tend to make sure things look good in their holders the best they possibly can. So I guess we'll just work our way cents and then all the way up to the big stuff. There was that one. There's this little beauty. Let's get it in focus. Or not, maybe. This one, while it's thinking, is 1959 Denver. This one's got a little curved clip at the base of it. There we go. Now it's in center. And it's got some nice coloring on the obverse. The reverse a little bit darker, but some pretty coloring going down the obverse of it. And they put on the label, where it's clipped at. So they have this one clipped at 530 because it's not directly straight down. So, and if you look at the top side, you can also see a bit of an issue with with where it says "In God We Trust." So, but this one turned out nice as well, being another Mint State 64 red brown. Pretty nice. I'll show the back, but again, the back is kind of move it into focus. There, well, sort of. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Probably doing. I'll figure this out eventually. You can see it does have, there is quite a bit of, if at the right angle, there is a lot of green to it. But it almost looks brown straight on. So, and some purple as well, a little purple line around the outside. So that one's a little darker on the back, not as nice as obviously one would hope, but certainly nice either way. This one is definitely the colorful one of the bunch. Whenever this catches up. All right. I will eventually have to figure this out and just get a place marked out for where it's supposed to be. There we go. This is the 1961 Philadelphia. This one, they called it a ragged clip at 1230, straight up across the top. This one is really, really pretty. You can see the greens and the purples, and then the reds, then the oranges, and then like a different color green even on the outside. Turned out quite nice. How's it going, Rand? Nice to see you. So really cool one, but the reverse, if it shows up, hopefully in the light, is actually it's really nice. The little chunk that is move down that got color on it. It is definitely, there we go. It's some neon flashiness for sure. And this is just under my microscope, I'm sure, because this one will be going to Michael Kittle. I'm sure once he gets his hands on it, it will look a significant amount better. So, but you can see how just neon purple and green, and it's almost pink at certain points. So it's got really, really pretty color. How's it going, Coins USA? Good to see you. So that was that one. Kind of a neat clip because it's ragged. It's almost like the first one that I was showing, where it's just a scrap. That's almost what I would think of this. I know they call it a ragged clip, but it's not a complete planchet, and obviously it was broken off, not sheared because there'd be a straight shear. It was just, it's very jagged and everything, but it just is what they call it. So gonna stick with that. All right, so let's try to stay in order with cents, keep all the cents going. All right, so the next one, we'll just keep working our way back. The next one up is a 1903 Indian head cent. Once it comes onto the screen. This one, there you go, you can see it, this one was a curved clip at 7 o'clock. And they gave it a grade of fine 15 brown. Obviously, it's just a well circulated coin. It was out there for quite a while. It had the air, and obviously that little of a clip people really didn't care about, and circulated for quite some time, and then was put away. So nice little beauty. Good to pick up these whenever you can, just because they're harder and harder to find. So whenever you get the opportunity to pick them up, at least I tend to, any errors, and then I save them up until I get a bunch and then turn them all in at once. Just makes it cost per coin less for when you're submitting to NGC or any of the other people. Let's see. Next up, we've got our 1900. I'm just gonna get that in the frame. Dollars. Just got 4 letter from eBay buys today. Oh wow. Are you gonna be doing an opening a little bit later? Oh, got my fingerprints all over it, of course. This one is actually kind of cool. Um, it's not an off center coin. It's a misaligned die coin. So you notice it looks just like a completely off center struck coin, and it's a nice 1900. They graded this fine 25 brown. But if we flip it over, you will be able to see once it comes on the screen that oops, and now I hit everything. That the reverse, hold on one second. Sorry, tell my dogs to be quiet. That the reverse is actually struck properly. So the obverse die was not aligned to the reverse die below. So that's why only one side is struck incorrectly and the other is not. So it was nice to get that one. I don't have any of those. I have a large cent that has the same issue, but it actually didn't get graded like that. It just got a straight grade, no mint error, even though I sent it in for mint error processing. They just gave it a straight grade. So that was a bummer, but not the worst thing in the world. Oh, you don't do streams, Fran. Yeah, I'm just using my microscope right now for this, and I had to buy another camera just so I could stream, and I still can't figure that camera out. So the next one that's coming into view, this one though is a coin that was struck off center. This is the 1899. This one came back in AU 53 brown. As you can see, it's got all the letters of Liberty and some of the diamonds in the bottom part of the headband strap. So, and then when we flip it over, it has the off center on the reverse as well. So there we go. So being on both sides, they call that the off center instead of just a misaligned die. So that was nice that that one came back how it did. I was quite pleased with that. Let's see, and then get the next couple ready. And these are showing up a lot better today than they did yesterday for sure. All right, so there's that one. Put that in the done pile. Next, this one's kind of fun. A lot of people look through nickel rolls. Little nitrate and silver nitrate do their nickel roll hunts, and those are always fun to watch to see what they get. As you can see, this is a silver war nickel. This one is dated 1945 from San Francisco. You can see the S up at the top. It was given a low grade of fine 15. I think it's a higher grade, but because of what was struck through, the grade looks a lot lower than you'd think. But as you can see, the reverse was struck through. What makes that? I have no idea. It looks very much like that scrap of a penny from the first coin, scrap of a cent, say cent. But I don't know. I didn't have the other piece. This is just how it came in, and I bought it just like this. So, and then if we flip it over onto the obverse, let's see, get it out of the light. There you go. It's a nice coin on the obverse. The rim is still kind of sharp in a place, but his head is very flat. I think again that's just because of the strike through. I think that the coin is not as worn down as it was graded, but it really doesn't matter. The grade is for the error anyways, so not going to complain about that too much. Next up, we we have a 1937. Let's see if we can get it in the center there this time. 1937 nickel. This got a very fine 25 with a curved clip at 8 o'clock. You can kind of see it there in the finger next to the date, but it's not as big as it looks outside the holder. You can see it a lot easier outside the holder than inside, and I think it's even better on the reverse. I think you can even see it slightly better on the reverse. Well, kind of up near United. It'll come into focus here. But yeah, up near United, you can see it's missing the rim, and it's taken off the top letter of U and the N. But I almost wish they would have set this one off center a little bit in the holder so that you could see that better instead of putting the error directly in one of the fingers. Though coins like this used to be, if you had it like this, it would be in there and it would say error on the label, but you wouldn't be able to see it because they didn't have the little fingers that protrude. They used to just be, they would encapsulate the whole coin. So on a minor error like this, you wouldn't be able to see it. Stuff like missing reading on a dime or a quarter, you'd never be able to see it because that would definitely just be an edge. But now that they have the edge view holders like this, that does help a little bit. But even with it like this, it's kind of a pain because you don't see it all that well. The next one is probably my favorite out of the batch that I had sent in. I picked this one off of a bid board that we have at the store. It's a live bid board. Let me see if I can get it any clearer. There we go. No, that way. It's a live bid board that goes on every Tuesday. Not right now during the shutdown, but every Tuesday it goes on. And this one was our open bid board near Christmas time. We have 2 a year, and everything starts at a quarter, including this. This started at a quarter. And it just goes up from there. So all 900 and plus items that are on the board for that 2-week period then go off at whatever they finalize at. And I don't remember exactly what I paid for this one, but I was stoked to get it. It's a nice, you can see just the tiniest bit of the one in the first part of the date, so you can read the full date that it's a 1917 Buffalo nickel. You know, it's definitely off center, and they put that on the label that it's off center 10%. So that's nice that it's off center a full 10%. Sorry, I am not paying attention to the chat now, am I? How's it going, Archaeology Mikey? Dennis Berry, how you doing? Let's see. Mikey says, I found a 1990p cent double die reverse in AU to mint state condition. Very nice. Very nice, yeah. And on the reverse of this, it shows it quite well as well. Yeah, quite well as well. I guess that's a word or sentence. Once it actually gets on there, you can see it dishes down nice into the bottom of the coin. It's a nice, very deep off center. It's not just kind of flat. So there we go. But it's a nice full horn coin. It did. I was hoping it would grade out a little bit higher, but it did just come in at AU 58. But still, for a nice 1917 error, a high grade just shy of mint state is quite nice. I am not going to complain, in the slightest about that. So that we can, we'll take it. That's fine. All right, so we have 2 dimes, then 2 quarters, and then the tokens and medals and such. All right. Now, these next ones are nice and flashy little gems. Ooh, that's a little blurry. Let me see if I can fix that. I'm sure I can. Out or in? That's wrong. I wish my computer was keeping up with the microscope picture. Then I wouldn't be so off. But this is a 1940. Oh, that's horrible. Come on, which way? This way then. Wish this thing had autofocus. Or not. Anything here? Come on, computer. Yeah, so this was a 1945 S. It is a mint error. This one is broad struck, but somewhere on the obverse. Oh, it's still frozen. Okay, we'll have to wait for that to kick back in a second. But they say on the obverse there are wheel marks. We're going to get a real close look today because I don't necessarily agree with that. Let's see if we can make it any bigger. And then, no, zoom in. There we go. In. There we go. That's about the best I'll be able to get it. Is right there. So the only thing I could think of for the wheel marks are what they say right there on her neck. You can see there's some lines, but I'm not 100% sure I agree with that. It just is what it is. But it's a nice broad struck coin still for a Mercury dime. Nice 1945S. It is mint state. They only give it a details grade because of the wheel marks. They would give it that grade if it was just a regular coin as well. So I don't think it's been cleaned. I don't think there's any other issues other than what they consider the wheel marks. So, you know, it's nice that it's a 1945 and it's mint state and it has an error. So that's always good. And then here's the next dime. This is a 1945. Oops, there we go. This is a 1945S. This one also is mint error with unk details. Also, they say obverse wheel marks, but again, on this one, I don't know what they're talking about, really. Again, on the neck, there's a couple little things, but I don't see it. I don't see what they're talking about. But you can see this one has a straight clip at the 1 o'clock right above her head. So that's pretty nice for what it is. Again, a nice mint state Mercury dime with error. So I happy to get both of these. I think both of these were on the board as well. So not going to complain about those. I'm sure those will move on to another home, but it's fine. You can't keep them all, and you just keep the ones you really like anyways. And it got attributed. It is a mint error. Somebody else will want it for a tight piece for a mint error set. So that's what's best about it. Next, we have a quarter. As you can see, Liberty's also. Whoa, that is extraordinarily bright. On the quarter, let's lower that light down a little bit. Maybe there we go. Oh, that's off. One more. It's gonna go dark and then it'll come back. Or it just won't. So 1984 quarter. Let me zoom out a bit and then zoom. Let's see. This is 1984 Philadelphia. It is struck off center, they say. Doesn't say by how many percent. Sometimes they put that, sometimes they don't. But it is a really nice strike. This one came back mint state 65. This is a nice gem example. Quite beautiful. If this happened to have been in a mint set, man, somebody should have just left it in the packaging. Would have been a lot better, because you could sell errors in packaging for more. But as you can see, up in Liberty, parts of the B and the R are not there, and then the date obviously looks funny. The top part of the 4 is kind of hokey, and the bottom of the 8's missing a bunch. So nice coin, nice mint state grade. Stoked to get it. It will definitely be going into the collection, and as you can see on the reverse, quite beautiful as well. Nice off center as well. And then you can see down at the $0.25 part is missing a good chunk. So that was that one. Whoops. The next one, we don't have very many left, and then I'll just answer questions or let you guys go, depending. Doesn't matter. I'll be happy to answer any questions or show you guys coins again if you like. This one is a 1978 Washington quarter. This one got mint air unk details. They say there's a reverse wheel mark. And this one, again, is struck off-center, as you can see. Same issues with Liberty and the date. And then if we turn it over, let's see if we can find the wheel mark that they speak of. Once it comes up on the screen. I may have to make sure I do a computer restart every time before I get streaming. How's it going, Imperium? Good to see you. And on the reverse. All right, so there the reverse finally came up. Well, I see the off-center, but I don't see the normal wheel mark that you would think you'd see, the shiny part where the metal's been stripped away. So that's looking under the microscope at it, and I don't see it, and I'm looking on a big old screen, and I don't see it. But that, again, they graded it. It's one of those coins. It's nice to have it graded, but it's also not worth going after another grade as well. So let's see the rest. The rest, other than this one came back in a body bag, and we can actually take a closer look at it because I couldn't show it off yesterday. This is a 1921S Buffalo nickel. I'm gonna have to change the settings because it's a very dark coin as it is, and I want to make sure I can show you guys. And looking underneath a loop, and which is the same thing as this microscope, you can see it's got lamination errors, the peeling of the top skin of the coin, but they considered this one altered surfaces. I don't know why they would consider it that, but it definitely, there we go. Now we can see if we can make it a little clearer for everybody. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little bit better. But you can see it's a nice sharp coin. No real issues. Nice solid full date. Everything's there except for the parts of the coin that are flaking off and falling away. So I thought it was a lamination or maybe a defective planchet is what they call it when the planchet struck is just horrible. And then if we turn it over, let's see the reverse. Get that in position. I kind of wish they would have just slabbed it and gave it a details grade, but still said the error. Because I prefer, even though it's altered surfaces, I'd rather they put it in a slab just to say what it is. But the S is down there. It's got some issues on the back as well. It's not the greatest coin, obviously, but it's a nice early Buffalo, and it definitely had issues. So I tend to keep all the body bagged coins. The coins that come back, I keep them. I've got a little thing I put them all in. So that one will definitely be staying with me, and I'll just put it with the rest of them. This one, once it pops up on the screen, am I not? There we go. All right, so this one, because I send in tokens and medals and errors and all sorts of stuff at the same time. So let's see, zoom out a little bit. There we go. Or not, maybe in. This one is a 1939 California bronze, 26 millimeter, the Isla del Tesoro, from the Golden Gate Exposition. I set this one in rather ugly condition, shall we say. Got it off the bid board, but I sent it in to NCS, which was their conservation service. and it came back looking like this: Mint State 63 red brown proof like. So I don't know what it's worth, but it's the only Golden Gate Expo one that I've seen, that has Spanish written on the obverse. That's why I thought it was neat. Um, they do certify them with holes in them because most of them had holes put in them there at the fair when they were handed out. So it's not something that's abnormal. If it's not normally a coin with a hole in it or a metal with a hole in it, um, but it has a hole in it, then they'll grade it with the details and they'll put hold, at the top, but it'll have a details grade instead of this, which this came out a solid grade, which was very nice. I was very, very happy with this. Don't know if it's a hugely expensive coin, but it will definitely, you know, go out there to somebody who likes these. I like finding them. The hunt is in it for me to find these old coins and get them in holders and then into a collection where they belong. That's part of the fun of coin collecting for me, is the hunt. So, and then this is almost just like the standard reverse for a lot of the little tokens and medals that they gave out. Let's see. Dennis Berry. So Dennis, how's your machine, sir? Huh. Imperium, you must live, how's it going, Lincoln Central? Imperium, do you live up near Fresno area? Is that maybe what it is? Oh, thank you for the congrats on 600. Sorry, I've been paying attention to the other screen and not the chat. My bad. Thank you for the congrats on the 600. Yeah, I was stoked to see that as well. That was neat, and fun. So, uh, let's see. Lincoln is saying hello to David. So hello, David, whoever David is, because I don't see a David in chat. Maybe I missed it. Um, but all right, so there's that one, and then let's go to the next one. Ooh, this one's probably not going to show up all that well, is it? It might. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, it'll show up. I'll focus in a little bit more once it gets centered. This is a Lincoln token. It's dated 1865. Um, it has some of these have some crazy numbers to them because it depends on what book they go off of. But this is J-PR-36 AR, and it's an 18 millimeter Abraham Lincoln token. So it does have a bit of color. You can see it hiding in the denticles and then around Lincoln. This one came back Mint State 64. Quite a nice grade. See if I turn this over. I think that's the right way for you guys to see it. Let's see. This is the reverse. Let me see if I can make that better. In? Let's see. It's an assassination token. It's a birth / assassination token. Oh, come on, you. There we go. See, born February 12th, 1809, and assassinated April 14th, 1865. So we just had that about a week ago. Was from his death, and then February 12th. Actually, my son was born on February 12th, so that's an easy one to remember as well. Oh wow, we got someone from Guam. Excellent. Well, wow. I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. Didn't realize you were that far off. Wow. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate that. All right. This one I was definitely a little sad about that it came back how it did, because I thought it was part of like the minting process of the coin. It was just a bad planchet, but still a nice token anyways once it catches itself up. Man, I'll have to get this part fixed for next time. Let's see. There it goes. All right, but this is a George and Martha Washington token. It's from 1860. It does say 1792, but that's just that's not when it was made. It's from 1860. It's not dated, but they know when it was created. And this goes in whichever book it is, which I don't know. This is GW-264. This is the silver variant. And it says George and Martha Washington plain edge. They did give it an unk details, but they called it damaged. And you can see over to the left near George how part of the rim is kind of flattened. But I kind of still believe that that's part of the minting, because if you look at it, it almost looks slightly, just even though the tiniest bit, slightly off center. You got a fat rim that leads into that area, and then a fat rim that leads out of it and goes to a kind of a skinnier rim on the other side. So I still think it's an issue with the planchet, not the coin itself. But again, it's an extraordinarily rare token, so it will be making its way into someone else's collection. It's not a forever. It was never a forever coin for me, anyways. It was just cool to find it. And when I found it, I thought it was better than I thought it was, but it was very inexpensive to purchase, anyways. Um, so it will definitely, help turn stuff over uh, and make something else for my collection. Here's the other side with Martha Washington as well. Whoa. So very nice. It has some toning to it. Not the best, a little dirty. It is a little bit dirty, but still got the nice unk details at least. So when some better photos are taken and put out there to the right people, I'm sure it will have no problem making it into a proper good collection. All right. So next, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing one. All right. So next we have this one. Oh, there it is. We'll end with that one. Let's see. This one. Ooh, I'm gonna have to zoom way out. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. Or I'll have to zoom in and just show you parts, because mine doesn't go out that far. But I'm not sure how many of you have been to Southern California, but this is from the Santa Monica Breakwater. This is from 1933, and it's HK 683. It's a so-called dollar. I believe this is the brass variant. There are quite a few variants. If you go to Michael Kittle's eBay listings, I believe he has a blue anodized aluminum version of this. So, which is really cool because they have quite a few different colors that you can get. But this is a solid brass one, I believe. This one got a grade of Mint State 64. As you can see, there's a lady on the beach, and it's got the pier in the background with the coaster and the different things. Obviously, it's changed since then quite a bit. Now it's a metal coaster, not an old wooden coaster. They've got a giant Ferris wheel where you sit inside little round cabin type things that are kind of open. That thing actually kind of cooks when it gets going. So, let's see what else we can see on the coin. But it's a pretty nice example. It's got some little blue toning around the outside. That's the Ocean Park. There we go. And if we turn it over, oh, it's going to go this way. Well, that is severely off center. This would be a picture of it from, I guess, up above. Yeah, looks like a picture of it from up above. More lines. Not as nice as the other side, obviously, but still kind of cool for what it is. Get a new bot. Oh, my bot worked finally. Who made my bot work? Or did it work all of a sudden? Wait, yeah, let's see. Oh, Lincoln Central did it. Excellent. Oh, clearly it's slow. Really, really slow. Huh, I don't know why it's so slow. But yes, there is a command for Kittle. I don't know why it's not working, but it'll pop up eventually, or not. But yeah, that's the local coin store that I actually work at. It's Coins Plus in Newhall. We're still there only via appointments, but we hopefully will be opening up. Probably within the next month, back to a regular schedule, which will be nice. So, well, let's see if that one works, Michael. That works. Well, you silly Nightbot. All right, let's see. Nightbot commands. Custom. KITTLE. Says everyone can use it. I don't know. I don't know why it's not popping up. New coin shop. You can do elongate. I keep on saying hashtag, but it's the exclamation elongated email. I don't know why they're not popping up properly. All right, let's go back to Streamlabs. Okay. Shoot. Now I lost my stream. Where's it at? Huh. I don't know. Oh, it's on the internet. That's right. It's where am I streaming? There I am. Bot is on vacation in Guam. Yeah, that might be. That might be. Let's see. Let's see if that one works. I don't know. And then Michael tried the email one. All right, so that's the Santa Monica one. I got a couple, a German and an Austrian metal, and then a little Sweden chunky chunk that's quite pretty to show off. Well, email works. I have no idea why some are and some are not working. Again, I know this is not going to work very well since I just did a big coin and it didn't want to work. So it's probably not going to be all that happy. I guess let me see if I can move my background and put it a little lower. Oh, that's a little better. All right, let's see. Come on. Because my thumb's not there anymore. All right. Oh, there we go. Kinda. Zoom in, zoom out. Still out. Well, I can't go out anymore. That's as high as she goes. All right. Well, you can kind of see it. Of course, this is an undated German silver. It's the Garden Building Association. They call it a Loos, Loos, and it's a 43 millimeter, and it's silver. But it's really nice obverse. Oh, there's the reverse. I wish I could make that clearer, but I can't. And if you could read that, fantastic on you. I have no idea what it says. It says "and" at the bottom, but no idea what the rest of it says. Let's see this. See, this one's quite nicely detailed. You can see this guy's definitely got some mutton chops. This is an 1897 dated Austria. It's Edward Faust's birthday. to commemorate his birthday. And this is Hauser 7363 is the name of the medal, a number for the medal. Let's see if we can turn that around. Keep treating them as though they're coins, and they are not. It'll focus in a second. All right. Und equals and, yeah. You mean? Now, and this one, there we go. You can kind of see Zoom 60th Geburtsfaust. Let's see, Vindobona, the date, and then something else. So, that would be 1897. So this one came back a hefty mint state 66. So that was definitely a win on that one. Very nice high grade. And then of course the best is saved for last, of course. All right, let's see if we can get this into screen without it causing issues. I had it earlier. Now I just got to make it pretty so you can all see it. All right, something a little like that. You can see a little bit, it's a little bit shiny, but that was the best I could do earlier too. This is an undated Sweden gold. This is from Hildebrand-188. It's Linnean Science Academy. It is gold, and it weighs 27.94 grams. So, as you can see, it's really, really nicely done. I wish we could make coins and medals this way, nowadays, but nothing is this nice. Most coins are flat. Wow, we need gold. Yes, gold. Yeah, and darn close to an ounce of it. I don't know the purity. It doesn't say the purity. I would assume it's 900. I would assume it's just standard coin gold. Not anything higher than that. But yeah, it's quite a bit up there. So it turns you on. This one, sadly, just like I said yesterday, is not mine. At least not yet. This one came into the coin store, and yeah, I told the boss, I'm like, this is definitely something we should send in to get it attributed. We did find one on eBay, and someone already, it was still raw, but someone had attributed it, and it did come back the same as that person had attributed it, but it it definitely wasn't this nice. It was kind of scratched up. This does appear to have, kind of hairlines on it, but I think it's just how it's reflecting. It shows it more. You don't really see that much in person. It's very much proof-like in the fields. That's why there's such a glow on the one side. You just found a 1999 P cent double die obverse. Man, you just keep finding them there, Mikey. Oh, 18K. Okay. Possibly, yeah. Or 22. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I would have thought they would have they put the weight, but they didn't test it for the purity. In the end, it doesn't matter because what it is in gold weight, it will most likely sell for more, as a coin, as a metal, than it is for the gold. Certain things like this tend to do that. They're going to go for 1.5 to 2 times the melt content of it, anyways. So. But we'll see. I'm sure this will be up on our eBay page, in the coming weeks for sale. I'm sure I'll be a bidder, but it'll just depend on the price it goes for. So that was basically it. That was all the NGC submissions from front to back. Yeah. So you guys got any questions? Is there anything else you want to you want me to bring back up? I can try to show again. If you guys watched the video yesterday, if you've already been watching today, numismatic value of rockets, the value of the gold. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think they would call this exunomia because it's not an actual coin, just a metal. But yeah, it's still it's still part of numismatics, anyways. So, and we've been going for 50 minutes. Wow. Um, yeah. So if there's any questions, I think I saw Mike Kittle here earlier. I think he's probably still here. I'm here. It doesn't have to be about this too. If anybody's got any questions, about anything numismatic related, glad to oh, okay, I can find that. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me move this one out of the way. I can do that, Mr. Kittle. I can show off the coin. Let's see. Oop, I'll get it in frame eventually. Maybe in the center. There we go. And let's see if we can make that look a little closer, a little more better. All right, so this, yes, at 750 subscribers, I will be giving this away. This is an 1883 Hawaiian quarter, not to be mistaken with the more recent state quarter. This is not a state quarter. And any silver coins do you have? Yeah, there's always silver coins. I'll finish talking about this, Rand, and then I'll grab a silver coin or two to show under the scope. But yeah, so I'll be giving this away. It's a nice grade for the coin. It doesn't have any real issues. I do believe at one point in its history it did get lightly cleaned, but there's definitely not any major hairlines. Since then, it's re-darkened and colored. Let's see. There we go. That's the reverse. You can see on the shield part of the coin, all the little lines are still there. Just like a 3-cent nickel, the lines on this one would wear off. Solid rim, kind of solid all over. So nice coin, and yeah, I don't think anyone's given one away. That's why I chose that one. So definitely kind of cool as a giveaway. I know there are some people out there who will take that and be happy with it. So let's see what slabs do I have here that are silver. That's silver. All right, here's a couple things. All right, so we'll put that off to the side again. It's not Guam, but this is U.S. Philippines. That is not all of that. Let's see. All right, so this is a 1945D from the Philippines. What is this? The 10 centavos. Let's turn it over. There's the obverse. Obverse is not as nice as the reverse. The reverse has a bit of color to it. This one's graded PCGS, mint state 65. So I've got that in the collection. Again, as type pieces, different type coins that are part of the U.S. history are what I enjoy collecting. They don't have to be super high grade or super anything. This is actually a common date. You can get, much harder to come by. I think the same coin, if you had it in the 1909 S variety, it would be, I think, a couple $1,000s. Michael Kittle would be able to tell you more about that. So let's see. Lincoln Central. You need to email me about mint sealed proof sets. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, we get those in at the store quite regularly. So if you are interested in either buying them or selling them. We buy them as well, and then we normally put those up on eBay because they sell quite well. People like, because we have no idea what's in them, so they have the opportunity of getting something cool. So yeah. Let's see, SoCal LC local coin club needs sealed sets from the 1970s. Okay, we get those too. So 1909 is the key date, right, for the Philippines. But yeah, so if this was a 1909 S in 65, it'd be worth several thousand, I think, Mike. So, yeah, so it's nice. It's colored. It's got nice color on the reverse. I guess we can stay small. We'll go to this one. As you can see, there you go. It's PCGS MS66. This is just a nice little Mercury dime. See if I can zoom in a little better. It went blurry. Zoom out a little better. It's 1941. This one's got a silly little sticker on it that says Littleton Select. Littleton is obviously a coin sales company. That sticker adds absolutely no value to it. Personally, maybe it takes away value because, I mean, it shouldn't, but a lot of people don't like Littleton. Their stuff is kind of at a premium on the price schedule for people. You know, you can get most of your stuff at your local coin store cheaper, but they're there because there aren't a lot of coin stores left. And if you need something for a book or you need this or that, they basically have everything all the time. Oh, the gold coin. That one came back mint state 63. I was actually hoping for proof-like because it is truly proof-like. On both sides, you can see a solid reflection. If I wanted, I could shave in it. But again, it kind of has a bit of like a fog to it, like a little layer of haze on it, on most of it. So I think that's why they didn't get it. It might have been a good idea to send it into the NCS, but the boss man just wanted it slabbed, so it got slabbed. If I end up winning it, I may still send it in just to have NCS have a go at it. Get rid of that haze. It might come back a higher grade, and it might come back with a proof-like designation. So, but back to Littleton, they have basically everything you could possibly want or need at any given time. So you can order it from them, and it just costs more. But that's the part of doing business when they have entire warehouses full of anything you could possibly want or need. So, yeah. All right, so there's that little Mercury dime. Two more little silver things I just snatched up real quick since someone asked to see some silver stuff. This here is a 1946 San Francisco. It's a Washington silver quarter, obviously. This one was graded PCGS Mint State 65. So a nice, gem uncirculated Washington quarter, kind of a mid date in the range. It started in 32. Oh, you're not seeing my email. I think email worked in the Nightbot thing. Hopefully, it worked earlier. Let's see if it works again, Lincoln. And if I didn't say it, hello Paula, how you doing? All right. And Paula actually just typed it in as well. And Nightbot answered one of us, so I don't know which one it answered. It answered me on my screen. It said I did it first, so had to have answered me, of course. Anyways, so nice Washington silver quarter. Let's turn it over. We can see the eagle eventually. I do not know why this thing is just taking forever to load up, even on my side. So it's not just you guys. I'm seeing exactly what you're seeing. It is just taking forever. You can see it's the nice, beautiful, sharp S. Sadly, I think it would have been a lot higher grade, but on the eagle's breast, there are 3 solid hits. And but the rest of the coin, The fields are just beautiful. Very satiny, nice, beautiful cartwheel luster still left on them. But just those 3 hits on the chest of the eagle on the reverse, I think, is actually what kept the coin uh, down down the grade. I think it should have been a 6 or a 7, but it doesn't really. Again, it's not a very expensive coin. If you get 6 or 7, it is. I didn't send it in. I just bought it that way, so I didn't pay for it. But the rest of the coin is just absolutely stunning comparative to that part. This, well, that kind of focused in a little bit. Let's see. Closer, further. Let's see how that works. This one here, a little further. Maybe that'll be better. This one here, it's a First Strike 2018S Pictured Rocks. It's from the 50th anniversary set. It's the reverse proof, and it's PCGS Proof 70 reverse proof. So they gave this one a perfect coin designation. Honestly, 70s don't really mean anything to me. Again, that's a personal thing. For my money, I'd rather grab a 69. Because the more 70s that they find, the less that they're worth. As where the 69s tend to always hold their value. It almost stays the same. As where 70s, right up front, first couple days, are worth just huge amounts of money. And then they only go down and get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, or less expensive to purchase. So if a 70 comes along and it's maybe a few dollars more, like this one was, I think this one was $4 more than a 69. That little bit, I'll grab a 70 just for funsies, but I never really see the difference between a 69 and a 70. Because if there's a noticeable difference, well, then it's going to be a 67 or a 68, or it's never going to get graded. That's why a lot of coins, modern coins, you'll find there are tons of them in raw holders, and that's because people sent them in bulk, and these are the ones that they got back. So let me turn it over, show the head of Washington. It's always kind of cool in these reverses because he's all sorts of shiny versus the field. I don't know if I can make that any. Nope. If I turn it off, then you go gray. Okay. So that's about as dull as I can get it. It's dark in my room, and I have the dullest setting on the. Let's see. Maybe if I turn on the other 2 lights instead. There you go. Let's try that. Let's turn those on the. There's 4 different lights on the settings. I don't know if that's even going to change anything at all. It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, is what it is. It's still cool. So let's see. Let me get caught up on chat because my screen for the camera is on. They're next to each other. I should probably change that and put them one above each other. A lot easier to see everything happening. Let's see. I see Nightbot responding to email. Right. Nightbot. I saw that. See it. Don't show your top chat. I showed it on live chat. Were you not looking at live chat there, Michael Kittle Rare Coins? You always tell me. Remember, live chat, Don. All right, some Cook Islands coins are silver proof, but they are more metal than coins, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of Cook Islands stuff is it's not meant for circulation. The NIFC not intended for circulation whatsoever. All the sets, they're sets. They're sold as sets. They make 5,000 or 10,000 of the sets. They have absolutely nothing to do with being meant for circulating. So you get 2 of them in a capsule for $20, shipping included. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, they're literally, that's it. All they are meant for is just collectors. There are some islands, like you can get coins from the Sandwich Islands. I think 2 people live on the Sandwich Islands. Is that the islands? Like only 2 people live on there, and that's temporary, and that's the only reason they can have money. is because I think they actually have to have a resident on the island. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong, but and if I am, I'll admit it. That's fine. But I know that it's ridiculous that who puts out coinage, because yeah, it can be they'll put it out for anything. I mean, even most of those islands coins are just mint companies, easy profit. Uh, well, actually, they're all the reason they all have the queen is because they're under the empire, the United Kingdom Empire. Same with Canada and Australia. Um, and they approve them for that. The Franklin Mint used to make all those, but now a lot of those are made by like the Pobjoy Mint. So yeah, and those coins are not really mint in those islands as well. Right, they're not minted there. Yeah, they're made like the Franklin Mint was here in the United States that made them in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then I think the Pobjoy Mint now takes over. Um, I think is the Pobjoy in Switzerland. I don't even know where the Pobjoy Mint is, but I know that they make South Sandwich Islands, I believe. Yeah. Um, for Michael Kittle says. Yeah. So they mint them, but they're not. Again, they're 100% meant for collectors. They have no purpose in use for retail trade. It's not. They're not meant for that. So and even yourself, if you had enough money, I don't, but I think it'd be fun. But if you had enough money, Canada will make you your own maple leafs with a little privy of your face if you want. Anything you want. But you have to pay the fees for the die making, the fees for the die and machine setup, and you have to buy, I think it's at least 5,000 ounces. So I think the minimum order is 5,000. So yeah, ham sandwich islands and blue cheese sandwich island. Yeah, Ran. So you can have your own maple leafs minted. That's why APMEX has special ones, and a lot of the other silver online companies have very limited, super limited, only 5,000 made. Well, that's because they're having all 5,000 made, and then they're selling all 5,000 of them because they get all of them made for them. So yes, during that year, there could be 20 different privies because all these companies decide that they want, this privy marker or that privy marker or whatever, and it's just kind of silly. So, all right. Any other questions? If not, let's see. Most of those islands coins just mint. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that one. You should get a maple with a channel logo privy. Mr. Kittle, I will do that if you hand me the 100 grand or so that it's gonna take to get that done. Yeah, you give me the 100K, and I will. Hell, I'll even have it with your logo privy. That'll be fun. Um, you just saw spectacular Tiger King silver bar. Oh gosh, you guys. Yeah. So I guess we're down to 6 people now, so I guess people are leaving, which is fine. It's kind of the end. We're winding down, and I'm just yammering. So thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate it. This was kind of just a spur of the moment thing. Um, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I don't even know if it does anything on your way out. But it's fun to see that people liked it. Or if you disliked it, hit the dislike button, because I would rather know that there was something, and leave a message. Tell me what I did wrong and why I suck, so that I can fix that. I have no problem with that. Like people mint sometimes stupid things. Yeah, yeah, people mint stupid things here. I have a press set up. Oh, it's on here somewhere. I have a press set up in the garage somewhere, and I have technically my own mint, if you want to call it, because I can pour metals and mint things on my press. and it's called the High Stacks Mint. It kind of has a play off a word for stacking silver. And since, the marijuana happens to be quite popular these days, uh, and the silver stuff sells well, so, just for fun, I put the logo on a quarter. No other reason, just, hey, there's a quarter, I wanted to test it. So, it's kind of fun. We should mint a coin of cent and write, I am not a penny. Okay, now that'd be funny. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate it. Still learning at this. I'm much more better talking live in person at a coin club meeting than I'm doing this really. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys all had a little bit of fun at least. Mini Civil War tokens say not 1 cent. That actually is true. Mini Civil War tokens do say not 1 cent. I do have those, just not handy. I think Michael Kittle might have some of those, or maybe actually have a video he can post a little bit later. In God We Stoned. Okay, that's kind of funny. He can post a video later, or at least give us a link if he's already got one on his channel. They should make a 1-ounce silver toilet paper. Oh God, that would be hysterical. Oh, I could get somebody to do that too. Oh, that'd be fun. Ooh, I might have to look into that a little bit there, Mikey. That would probably sell well. Yeah, everyone can have it in commemorating the coronavirus. A 1-ounce toilet paper roll. I'll have to see about that because that would be kind of fun. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys all for hanging out and checking stuff out. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do one more thing. All right. For those of you who have been saying Happy Coin Week, let me show this off. Boop. All right. If you look, this is a beautiful 2019. That is absolutely, that's pretty clear. Okay, this is a 2019 Lincoln Cent. Very nice. In a package, this does come from our United States Mint. Oh, excuse me. And then if we scroll it over, once my camera catches up, in the same package is a blank planchet. The ANA sends to our local coin clubs little gift packages that were meant to hand out and use as prizes or stuff like that. I got some of those. I didn't get all of them, but I've got 3 of them. Oh, how's it going, coin caption? Nice to see ya. The toilet hoarding generation. Well, yeah, I guess you can call it that. 2-ply is 2-ounce. Ooh, what about the really richy 4-ply, Mike? Wow. But yeah, I'm gonna. Ooh, I wonder if Nightbot is working at all. Let's see. I have Nightbot set up to pick a winner. Let's see if Nightbot picks a winner. If Nightbot picks a winner, I will give this away. If not, I'll do it the old-fashioned way and have someone type stuff in, and have people type stuff in. Come on, Nightbot. You are really sucking. Oh, there we go. Okay. Haha. Nightbot picked a winner, and the winner is Ran. All right, Ran. Excellent. If you want to shoot me an email, I will get this packaged up for you. Yeah, like I said, it comes straight from the mint. It's just a little thing, kind of like a mint set comes in. Just it only has 2 slots, and they put these together to show people, the 1 cent and then what a blank planchet is. So, I don't think that's gonna work, Mikey. I don't know if anybody else can do the winner except for me. I don't know. It'd be cool if it does. But yeah. So if you want to get me an email, I will get this packaged up and sent out to you. That's cool. And actually, like I said, hold on. Let's see. Let's try that. Let's see if this works. Our first ever blank penny planted during a coin box hunt the other day. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're actually really fun to find. Because they are. Okay, you can't win. How can you, Nightbot? Now you. I was gonna. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna make this work because I've got 3 of them total right here. So let's see who Nightbot says the next one is. If it picks him again, we're gonna have an issue. Me and Nightbot, not everyone else. Okay, Michael Kittle. Okay, so Michael Kittle gets 1. So he did winner. I think him and Nightbot are on the take. All right, let's see. And the winner. Okay, Nightbot, you're not working right. You can't keep picking the same person twice. And the winner is Night. Oh, that's right. Nightbot can win, can't it? Because it's a person according to the thing. And the winner. Okay. I do not know how it picks. I think I set it up that it's supposed to pick anybody who's put a post in the last 15 minutes. It's rigged. I would think so, but I know it's supposed to be anybody. I subbed, I promise. Anyone? No, come on. All right, let me look. Winner. Choose random users in chat. Right. Options. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. It says it's anybody. That's Haha, bots. Oh, Mr. Kittle. I won't send you yours. Don't make me. WINNER. All right. If not, I'm just going to pick somebody. And the winner is, okay, Archaeology Mikey. There we go. We finally got people. So there we go. We have 3 people. If you guys want to send me your mailing information, I will get these out. As you can see, all 3 of them there now on the screen. I will get these out to you guys. Yeah, and I'll make sure to add a little something extra in there just for funsies. I like to always add something. So I've always got stuff lying around that I can just chuck on in as well. So thank you guys all for coming. I have been told that somehow I end my streams early before everyone hears me say goodbye. So I'm going to try not to do that this time. Yeah. Oh, you don't need one. I can give it to another person. Okay, let's try. Let's try winner again and see if we can get a 3rd person. Or not. Maybe. Did it stop working? And here we go again. All right, let's try again. We will get a 3rd person. We have Ran, we have Archaeology Mikey, and it can't be Ran, Archaeology, or Michael Kittle, so it has to be someone else. Come on, Nightbot, listen to me. And oh, okay. Other people are typing here, Nightbot. You're horrible. Benjamin Barry. I'm the only one who can type it, apparently. It doesn't even end. The winner. All right, Paula, you are the winner. There we go. All right, all you got to do, same thing. Send me an email, and I will get it to you. Thank you, Michael Kittle, for passing that on. That's awesome. Yeah, so Ran Mikey, Archaeology Mikey 007, and Paula, if you guys want to send me the email with your addresses, I will get those packaged up with some extra little goodies and get those out to you. Yeah, so thank you guys all for coming again. I'm going to try not to end the stream before you hear me say goodbye this time, and I will see you guys all in the next one. You guys have a great day.